my gosh.
What?
And welcome to our podcast.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe,
Like, share, follow.
Yes, we appreciate it if you do those things.
We do. Thank you.
Yeah, and then after the episode, if you could comment, that would be great too.
Yeah, just comment.
And like all the things.
Also, if there's anything that you want to hear us talk about, or if you want to be on our show, then shoot us a comment or
you can email us. We have an email.
Yeah, email us.
Yeah.
OMG what?
Yeah, it's OMG what podcast at gmail.com.
Yes, so email us if you have anything you want to talk about.
Yeah, we'd love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today's episode, we are going to talk about disconnection.
Mm-hmm.
And disconnection meaning within our lives as far as our bodies, as far as our marriage goes, as far as
like internally. How are we feeling?
Yeah.
I think if anything, it's probably more internal than anything.
Yeah, more of the internal struggles that we have.
Yeah.
By ourselves.
Like, the things that you're just struggling and not talking to anybody about because it's just really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't know if like you really want to get into it with everyone.
Yeah, so we were thinking we were kind of talking about this earlier before we started recording, and I don't know if this is like a midlife crisis or that we're like entering into our midlife crisis because we're both like a few years away from being 40, but there is a lot of things I think going on, and if we're both feeling this, then you guys are probably also feeling it too. So we're just brave enough to be the ones that we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna dive in today.
Diving in.
We're diving in. So why don't we start off with a little bit about like mom life?
Yeah. So I was telling Jules earlier today that I'm like struggling a little bit. My girls are getting older, and like I always wanted to be a mom, and when it came to my girls being little, I thrived. I loved it. I like took them, I send them up for rec center things. I love taking them their classes and being their mom. And now that my kids are getting older and independent and they're entering like there's like preteen phase, they just like don't need me as much, and it's so hard for me because I knew that this was gonna happen because it happens to all of us. Yeah. I did this to my parents, but it just kind of makes me feel like I don't really know where my place is anymore to be. I was like mommy.
Yeah.
I was mommy for so long.
And now you're mom.
Now I'm just mom.
Hey, mom.
Yeah.
I need this from you.
Yeah.
But not in the same ways.
Yeah, it's very different. Mostly it's like, I need money.
or I need to be dropped off somewhere.
Yeah, or like, we like, I'm hungry. Like, what's for dinner? I get a lot of that. So I'm just, I'm feeling really like I don't know where I'm supposed to, like how I'm supposed to navigate this, because I want to like respect that they're becoming like their own people, but at the same time I like really miss them like needing me.
Yeah.
And without them needing me, like who am I?
So that's the hard part, is now you're re-entering this era of you were mom mode for so long. Now you have to figure out who you are.
Yeah.
Like who Skylar is now.
Yeah. Who am I? And so
as an adult, like a true adult.
Yeah. I do make time to like go to the gym and like take classes and stuff. But when I come back home, it's hard. And then I think I have a brother, but he's 8 years younger than me. So we kind of like grew up as only children. And so my girls are 15 months apart. So like even navigating having two girls super close in age, constant fighting, all these things, like that's even hard for me too, because they're, the hormones are happening. They are doing their own things. And they don't really need me anymore, and it's just the fighting, and I'm like, I don't know how to navigate this, because like I didn't have a sister growing up.
Yeah, you didn't have like a close sibling. Same for me. Yeah. I didn't have a close sibling growing up. My siblings are 15 and 20 years older than I. So growing up as an only child, I always felt it was so awkward being around people that were siblings and you would see them fight, and it would make me so uncomfortable because I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to do that because I don't have a relationship with anybody like that. So I totally feel that.
Yeah, I just like I don't know how to navigate this. And you know, my husband, him and his brother are really close in age, and he'll always go, honey, like break it up or whatever. But I just think I just kind of like tune it out because I just think they'll resolve it on their own unless I have to like break up a physical fight. um but I don't know how to navigate this because the fighting is just getting so intense. You know, it's like the typical stuff like, you borrowed my shirt. They fight over friends because they have a lot of the same friends.
Okay.
So there's like a lot of like, she was my friend first. There's a lot of just like being mean.
Oh.
Like being mean. Like, you know, they know exactly what to say to each other that will really hurt the other one.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm just like, I don't know how to navigate this.
Yeah.
And so I just feel like I'm just like a taxi cab driver at this point. I'm just like, okay, well, it's about time I pick them up from school. Then I got to take them to cheer. Then I got like, I just am their servant at this point, and they don't want anything to do with me. Or what also sucks too is like, I used to be cool. And like, when I try to like be cool with them and say like a certain like cool word, they just like they just like shut me down. They go, ew, like you're not supposed to say that.
You're not cool because you're a mom.
Yeah.
But do you remember being young and our parents doing that and us being like, ew, don't do that. You're not cool.
I remember like being we were at the bank and we were in the drive-thru, and I remember I said something to my mom like, oh, that's the bomb. And she goes, the bomb, what's that mean? I go, Mom, that's like cool.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember thinking, my mom's so not cool that she doesn't know that. And then I had to explain all these other terms to her. Like I remember telling her like coolie.
Oh, coolie.
Coolie.
Coolio.
Coolio. Like all these things. And she just didn't know. And so I do know what the girls are going through. But it's just sad because I just think like, how did I get to this point? Like, how did I become my parent? Because I still feel so young, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to fit in. And it's just like ick to them.
I know. Isn't it weird?
Yeah, and I'm having a hard time realizing like, oh shit, like I'm that person now that the younger people are thinking like, ew, did she really just say that?
Like she's the old mom.
Or she dressed, or like, so you know, like I've been like taking the pole classes, right? I'm not trying to be a stripper, but like I'm like having fun doing this. I love the community of people. Like you're doing it too. Like it's a great studio. I'm having so much fun. So I showed a video to my girls and they were like mortified.
Really?
Yeah.
We got to change that.
Yeah. And I don't like that. They go, Mom, you're too sexy. Like they go, you can't be sexy because you're a mom.
And we got to change the narrative because like, that is not okay.
And I told them that. I go, just because I'm a mom doesn't mean I have to lose myself or like not be sexy. And they go, yeah, but like we don't like that. Like you're shaking your butt. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. And if other people don't like that, then don't watch my stuff. Yeah. I do it because I like it. And I'm trying to like inspire other people to be like, hey, like don't be afraid to like try new things. And like, so what if I'm shaking my butt? It's a nice butt.
Yeah. You should be allowed to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I think, not that we were trying to get into this, but women have been suppressed for so long to be like, oh, you have to act a certain way and you have to be a certain way to be acceptable to society. And you can't show too much of your sexiness. And that's not fair. If a guy is uncomfortable because you're feeling comfortable in your own skin, or if your kids are feeling uncomfortable because they've been shown that that's not okay, then we gotta change that.
We do gotta change it. Yeah. So anyways, that's how I've been like feeling lately. I know like your son is getting older. Have you seen any changes at all, or?
I feel like similar. In terms of, I feel like he has words and things that he does with his friends that I'm like, oh, is that the cool thing to do now? And he's like, yeah, Mom, that's cool. Like, you're not cool. And
he says that to you? You're so cool.
You're not cool. You're not, actually, he doesn't say you're not cool. He says you're not Sigma. Oh. You have negative aura. Because that's the new thing, is negative aura.
Negative aura, okay.
Yeah. But it's interesting with them being 4 years apart, because they're in completely different places in their lives. I remember him being Zara's age and how sweet he was.
Yeah.
And I remember still being that mom mode, that mommy, like sit with him, read with him.
Well, mommy was everything. Mommy was the best.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what I miss.
Now he's older, but she's still there, but she wants to be like him. So she doesn't want all of that from me. No. She wants to be cool like older brother. And she wants to hang out with his friends.
She doesn't want to be negative aura.
Yeah. Because mom's a little bit of negative aura. But mom's also cool too, because mom lets him listen to like cool rap in the car.
Yeah, you do. You are literally the coolest mom.
So I feel like I'm okay. Like, I'm not that uncool, but
you went from mommy to mom to bro.
Yeah, I'm in bro mode.
You're in bro mode.
But that's the difference between girls and boys, I think, in terms of, like, kids. Yeah. Because he's got all his, like, bros.
Yeah, I swear, if my kids start calling me by my first name, I'm going to shut that down. Skylar.
My husband does that with his mom. Yeah. They call her by her first name.
That's weird.
It's so weird to me. Like, I never did that growing up.
I called my mom Mama forever.
Yeah, I did too.
I'd be like, Mama. And my mom would be like, what the hell? And I don't know why. I just be like, Mama.
When I text my mom, I say, thanks, Mama.
Yeah.
M-A-M-A. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still call my mom Mama.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, Mama.
I switched from Mama to Mom. So my mom is definitely Mom now. But forever. I can remember being in Mervyn's. Do you remember that grocery store? Not grocery store, that shopping.
The clothing store, yeah.
I remember being in Mervyn's and I said something to my mom. I think it was like I was shopping for like 6th grade clothes. And I said something like, Mama, whatever. And then she was like, why do you say it like that? And I will never forget it. Because I'm like, what does she mean? That's how I've always said it.
That's how I say it.
But I always said it with like a little accent.
Yeah.
And that might have been the turning point that I was like, oh, you don't like how I say it? I'm going to call you Mom.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Now I call my mom Grandma, though, because she lives with us. So she's always home. So the kids are always like, Grandma, Grandma. So I call her Grandma. Yeah. Because I'm like, Grandma, I need to tell you blah, blah. Or like, Grandma, Zara's looking for you. Like stuff like that. So I kind of call her Grandma.
Yeah, I call my dad Papa Robo.
That's cute.
Because that's what he is. And then I call my mom. Yeah, I call Kyle's like dad G-Pa.
Yeah. Do you call Kyle dad ever?
Oh,
or like
I call him daddy all the time.
What do the girls think about that?
They hate it.
Oh my gosh.
They go, ew, don't do that. And I go, do what? I was like, he's my daddy. And then they go, that's disgusting. And I'm like, how is it disgusting? Because I'm trying to like see like why.
Yeah.
And they're like, they go, ew, Mom, you know why? And they go, he's my daddy though. And I was like, yeah, but he's also my daddy. And they're like, ew. And then I ask him, I go, do you like when I call you daddy to him? He's like, yeah, I like when you call me daddy. I always call him daddy.
Oh my God. I have to send you videos that I've been seeing because they're so funny.
Yeah.
Of people calling their spouses daddy in front of their kids and like their kids just completely cringing. There's a whole compilation.
We're going to make a whole video then.
Yeah.
Next time we're all together, I need you to film. Just like be somewhere in the house.
Yeah.
And like have their reactions. My kids get grossed out.
It's so funny.
And then I get all up in his face and I get close to him and I'm like, hey, daddy. Or I'll hug him.
Yeah.
I want them to feel uncomfortable. Yeah, especially Quinn. She goes, this is disgusting.
That's
Jordan
so
just
funny.
Walks away. She's
just like, I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I don't really call Danny daddy like out when we're doing like in public, I guess. But I'll call him dad. I'll be like, Dad, blah, 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 blah.
Hey, Dad.
Dad. Dad, listen.
Dad. You're his child.
Dad. But you know what? My mom used to call my dad daddy.
Oh.
And that's how he was like always like addressed. Yeah. So maybe it's a weird thing for me because I think about my mom doing it.
Every time I say daddy, it's always like a sexual thing though. And I like love doing it. I'm always like, daddy. And he's like, it could be anywhere. But I think he likes it. But the girls know why I'm doing that. I'm never like, hey, daddy. I'm like, daddy.
No, I'm totally like, Dad, listen. I got to tell you, blah, blah, blah.
Dad, bro.
Dad, bro. Dad, listen.
That's funny.
But there's like two sides of me, so.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I'm like, Dad.
The only time I call my husband by his first name is when I'm mad at him.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like,
when I'm really trying to get his attention, I'll call him his government name. I'll be like, Daniel, I need to tell you something.
So next time I'm over and you say that, I'll be like, ooh, she has something to talk about.
But it's not like something bad. Okay. It's just like if he has his headphone in, or if I need to tell him something important. Daniel, listen. That's me.
So funny. Yeah, I love that.
I don't really call him Danny unless I'm introducing him to somebody.
Yeah, I say babe a lot too.
Oh yeah, I'm babe. How did we get on this?
I don't know, but this was funny. This was a nice little offshoot.
into
daddies.
Not zaddy.
Not zaddies. We're not doing daddy. A zaddy episode. We're not doing a daddy episode.
Daddy. But yeah.
So anyways, yeah. Yeah.
It's weird being a parent, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I also feel like now that Zara's in school, Xander's been in school for a few years. Now that Zara's in school and I'm home, I'm like, what do I do?
Oh, yeah.
What do I do with I don't know how to relax. Right. I don't know how to just sit and not do anything.
Right, because like when you had Zara, it's like you had to, your job as her mom was to like keep her busy and like probably do a few like little educational things, but also like have fun with her. She would probably be your buddy when it came to like going grocery shopping or whatever, like you
taking her places or like hanging out in the house with her or watching something with her. Now I'm like, what do? I have a lot of time on my hands.
Yeah.
So this week alone, I like cleaned my whole bathroom. I put up new shelves in my shower. I mowed my lawn. I like did all these like things. Garage. I cleaned. Well, Danny cleaned the garage a couple.
There's been like things.
But I've been like doing all this stuff because I don't know how to just sit down and relax. I don't know how to watch things on TV.
Yeah, this is like a new thing for you.
Yeah. I don't know. And I just feel like I'm constantly like, if I'm not being productive, then I get anxious. Like I feel like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
The same way.
What do I do?
I just think you just stay productive.
I know, but it's like then you burn yourself out.
You know what he does? He actually like writes a list every day of things that he needs to like be done, and then he like checks them all off. And then once everything's off of the list, then he feels like he's like
accomplished.
Then he feels like he is allowed to chill.
Isn't that crazy that we have to, as adults, feel like we have to allow ourselves to chill?
Yeah.
Because I feel the same way. It'll be to the point where I'm like, no, I just need to relax. But something will be like, no, but you need to do this because it's not done in the back of my mind. And it will nag me. Maybe that's OCD. I don't know. It'll nag me forever until I do it. And then I won't feel better until it's done.
Yeah.
And that's annoying.
Yeah, I just get really overwhelmed with all the things I have to do. And
so you just don't do any of it?
Well, no, it's just like, I don't know which one to do. So like, I'll be like, oh my God, I have to like empty the dishwasher. I have to like wash some of the things in the dish. You know what I mean? Or it's like, I have to like transfer the stuff from the washer to the dryer, but then I also have to fold it. I need to make my bed. I need to vacuum. I need to like do the paint in my bathroom. Like I have all these things, but like it like overwhelms me. And so I don't know. That's my hardest part. Is like, which one do I do? So I like bounce around things really fast, and it drives my husband insane because he's like, just like stick to one area, focus on that room, and then when you're done, go to the next one. But I just like, I literally bounce
all over that.
I'm like a little like Energizer bunny, like when I'm in the zone, but it like nothing makes sense. But it makes sense to me.
But does it get done?
Sometimes, but sometimes no.
Okay.
It just depends because I get so busy.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I don't have time.
Yeah.
That's when he comes in.
So do you start a project over here and then you jump over here and then you jump here, but then this project is over here?
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, I'll get there.
And I'm a little opposite. Like I want to start to finish a project. So I won't start it unless I know I can finish it. And that is paralyzing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, just start it.
Yeah.
You can finish it tomorrow. But my brain's like, no, bitch, if you're going to start it, you better finish.
Yeah.
How obnoxious.
I don't know. Being an adult is rough.
Adulting. Internal battles.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just rough. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. So, I mean, how do you feel as far as, like, marriage goes?
I feel like that is, like, really interesting because I would be interested to say where we're at in our marriage once our kids are grown up. Because right now, like, I don't know, it's interesting. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, you know, like we got together, we didn't have kids for like 4 years of our marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And like that was fun, right? It was just like me and him, whatever. Then you have kids, and then you're like navigating like being with little kids, which is kind of fun to be honest, because they're like little drunk people, and like everything they do is like really cute, and so it's like it's fun. I kind of think I liked doing that with him when they were little, but now we're going to this phase where they're becoming preteens, and my husband's looking at me like, I'm not a girl. What the fuck is this? You know, they're like crying, they're yelling, they're saying, get out of my room, like all these things. And I've kind of noticed that like a lot of it kind of is like starting to fall on me a little bit, because he's like, well, you're a girl.
So
like,
you know.
Handle this.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I'm doing either, because I'm not them. And like, if anybody's super scary, it's like a girl who's about to become a teenager, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't want to mess with them. They're scary.
Yeah.
So I think like it's really interesting. And the only thing that scares me is like, I think like when you parent, you're both like just in survival mode. Because
for the first bit.
Yeah, because you're just trying to be like, let's just like raise good humans. Like that's kind of it. I think what scares me is like you are like this family, and then like what happens when the kids like are out, like, and then you're with this person, and then it's like, okay, and then you have to almost like redate them.
Yeah, you have to rediscover each other.
Yeah, and so like I think that different. Like as far as like a disconnection, I think that like there are times where I'm just like, I don't know. It's not like I'm trying to get myself in trouble here, but it's just like, it's sometimes I feel like this isn't like what I thought it was going to be like, because like I had this like vision of what I thought it was going to be, and it wasn't like that, and it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, and I'm a lot different than I thought I was going to be in the marriage. I really like, I don't know, something shifted in me during COVID. Something completely changed in me during COVID. And I'm not who I am or thought I was going to be. Yeah. So it's like really interesting, like just being married, because like whatever you're thinking, it also like depends on the other person too. And vice versa.
Yeah. Whatever
like,
you do,
you can't just go off and do whatever.
No, you have to consider everything.
Yeah.
That you do.
Yeah.
Everything.
And you have to like consult with them, like, hey, and you know what's really sad though is I've noticed people that are married that do have kids, you don't find a lot of time to just like hang out together anymore, because you're each other's like babysitters. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you just kind of get to a point, it's like, hey, like I was thinking about like doing this, so like can you watch the kids? And you kind of feel bad, you're like, you know? Yeah. And then you know that if they do that for you, then you owe them.
Yeah.
So it's just like you just being babysitters for each other. And sometimes I think like, do people even think I'm like married? Because like I do so much like solo stuff.
Yeah.
But that's only because like this is like my only like moment I have. Like he's fine watching them, so I'm gonna go out and do something. But is that wrong?
I don't think so.
Like that.
Well, because I think it's like good to have healthy hobbies that each of you enjoy by yourselves.
Yeah.
But then it's like, do you have things that you enjoy together?
Yeah, I don't like, no.
I feel like we like kind of similar in, like a lot of our date nights consist of, you know, us going out to eat or something. Like we have to get really creative about having a date that is beyond just going and eating and coming home and like doing whatever after that. So I think the hardest thing that I've noticed is when you've been with somebody for a long time and you kind of remember who they were at the beginning, and then you guys start shifting into different like things that you like or different hobbies. It's like, oh, we really used to like to watch TV together, and now we hardly watch anything together. And that's kind of sad.
Well, it is really sad. I was just thinking as you were saying that, I'm like, well, what did I do with my husband like before? Like in the very beginning, I'm like, oh, we used to like hang out with friends a lot. We used to like go to bars. We used to like drink. We used to have like fun, like that kind of stuff. But that stuff I feel like doesn't really exist when you're like in your 40s anymore. Like it's so hard to get a big group of people to just get together now. Just be like, hey, like let's just hang out. And also, I don't think a lot of us want to like get drunk.
I know a lot of us are kind of getting into this phase where if we're not already slowing down from that, we can't go as hard as we used to.
No, like we'll have a couple glasses of wine.
Yeah.
You know?
And then like hope that we don't feel like shit the next day.
Yeah, like really rolling the dice on that one.
Like, please don't.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is weird. Yeah, and then like the person that they are now, you're like, you didn't show this to me like back then. Like Kyle is so like physically active, like, and so am I, but like separate, different, like in different things. Like he loves to like hike. He loves to push the limits. He's like a child. Like he's like, dude, I'm gonna climb that mountain, and I'm like, I'm not climbing that mountain. I'm like, what if I die? And he's like, yeah, but like, he's like, what if you don't though? And I'm like, yeah, but what if I did?
Yeah. But what if I did?
Or just like he loves just like nature and stuff. And I like nature too, but I don't like getting into nature sometimes. You know?
Do you ever feel like you're not as adventurous as you once were?
Yeah.
With certain things?
Yeah.
Like I think about things like going cliff jumping.
Oh yeah, I would never do that.
Like there was a point in time where I would go out there and like even if I wouldn't jump off the highest cliff, I would still go and like hang out and have a good time. And now I'm just like, no. I'm good.
I never went cliff jumping. I was always scared of it.
Yeah.
I was always scared that I'm gonna be the one that like dies.
That falls and dies.
But Kyle takes the girls and they do cliff jumping and I'm like, oh my god, I hope they come back alive. Yeah.
It's so scary. Or even like tubing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tubing, jet skiing, like
oh yeah.
I used to love tubing and jet skiing and now I'm scared.
Have you ever been on a 3-person jet ski?
I think so.
Okay, that's awful. I was the 3rd person and I got flung off.
Oh my gosh. One time we flipped the jet ski and we got stranded because it wouldn't turn back on. So we had to wait for a random boat to come.
Oh my god, that's so scary.
Find us. And I was pregnant.
Oh my
Did I
gosh,
never tell you that story? Oh yeah.
You were jet skiing pregnant.
Yeah.
Got flipped over.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I wasn't that far along. I was maybe
that's
like
scary.
10 weeks or something. But yeah.
By the way.
Oh, by the way,
yeah. I definitely don't want to go back on a jet ski. You know what I'm into right now? Pontoons.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love a pontoon. I thought about renting one at Lake Las Vegas. That's expensive. It's like $200 and like for 2 hours. It's like $100 an hour to rent a pontoon. I don't know if that's like the average, but I thought that was a little pricey.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll rent one in Lake Mead.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Or like Willow Beach or something.
My uncle has a pontoon. Maybe I could borrow his pontoon. Probably not. He probably would not. But, no. But I love a pontoon. I'm a pontoon girl.
I like to just relax.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Were you going to say something about roller coasters?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to love roller coasters and now like I'm terrified.
Really?
I get so sick. Well, I got really high one time. This is me being fun, right? This is Skylar being fun. Got super high. Went to an amusement park. And went on a roller coaster and like I think when you're high everything's like slowed down and then that roller coaster was so fast I don't think that like my brain could figure out what was I don't know it was just too much.
That sounds traumatizing.
It was awful. It was awful. I hated every moment of it.
I don't think I could do that.
And I never wanted to ride a roller coaster since. It like freaked me out.
Yeah. Just the idea of like I worry is my heart gonna stop if I'm on this roller coaster. Yeah. And then I see videos of people passing out on roller coasters and that freaks me out too. So I'm like, if it's wooden, it's like really shaky.
Oh, I hate the wooden ones. It's like,
and that's scary to me too.
Yeah,
I would do a roller coaster, but I would be a little more selective about which one.
Like a kiddie one. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, I don't know if this is like a midlife thing where we're just like very cautious about being like, am I gonna die? Yeah.
Like, is this how I end?
Like, I feel like I'm like, my kids are still too young. Like, I can't die yet. That's how I feel. Like, I'm not ready to die
But then part of you is like, life is short and we should be able to experience everything that we want to do.
And life really is short, because I mean, we were just teenagers yesterday.
I mean, I just turned like 23, didn't I?
Yeah. And now we're
about to be 38.
38. Yeah, it's super weird.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
And we're planning our 20-year reunion. Or planning to go to our 20-year reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's super weird. I don't know if I like this. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm going through something right now.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people probably are. Yeah. That are in our age bracket.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I agree. Don't you feel like maybe even like careers too? Like, like, are you exactly where you thought you were going to be? Do you feel like that?
No.
Oh, really?
I don't really know where I thought I was going to be.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been in my career for a long time, and I'm just kind of like floating, and I'm not at a point where I feel like I need to be like pushing and like hustling, but then I'm not at a point where I feel like super comfy either.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'll ever feel that way. And sometimes I think about doing something different. Like I was saying, I'll say it again. But I don't want to be a quitter. Yeah. Because the idea of quitting is sad and scary to me. Because I don't want to like in my head feel like, oh, you didn't like stick this out for all of your years.
I feel the same way. I'm very like ride or die.
But like why? Why is there like this expectation to be in a career and stay in that career for your whole entire life and never do anything else?
Yeah.
You know? And the idea that like our bodies can't handle like doing this type of thing forever. I know so many people who have allergies to color and allergies to product, and I don't want to end up that way. I know people who like their backs are messed up and their feet are messed up from standing all day. And I don't want to be someone who feels like they have to keep doing hair in their 60s.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's sad when you hear some people that are like, I've been in the same job for whatever years, and then they worked all the way up until they died.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Don't. So now
gotta figure out what's the next move for you.
That's like the crisis that I feel like I'm having a little bit more. And I think too, with being diagnosed with RA last year, it's like even more real, because it's like, well, your body's not going to be able to do this for forever. So what are you going to do? Like, how are you going to set yourself up?
Yeah.
So that's the scary part too.
I almost feel like you have to start thinking now.
Yeah.
Because like, how many years do you think you could have left until you're like, I'm done?
Maybe 10. Maybe 15. But even 10 seems a long time from now.
Yeah.
And it's not something that I feel like I would just plain give up on.
What if you had like a 5-year plan?
I don't know. I've never been someone who has ever like been good at 5-year plans.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Scary. It is really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about career stuff?
I feel like I have a really hard time committing to things because I get so bored easily. That's my problem.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm capable of doing anything. And I feel like when I do it and people see, they're like, oh, like she gives 110%. But then I do it and I see that I'm really good, and then I'm like, okay, I really like this, and then I'm bored, and then I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. So it's like really hard for me because I feel like there's a lot of things I want to do, but to tell me that I have to pick one thing, that's a struggle for me. Like my husband's like, you just have to pick like one thing, Skylar, and I'm like, yeah, but just you pick one thing and then I have to work there for like 20-25 years. Like, ugh, boring. Like
Seriously though,
I think that like there's just this like wild independent person in me that like knows that like no matter what I do, I'm always gonna be fine. I'm just like, it freaks me out. But I also feel like, oh my God, I'm almost in my 40s and I've like had so many jobs. Like that's like, and I haven't like stuck to something for years. I'm like, is that not good? You know what I mean?
But then again, looking at the entirety of like your circumstance, like you have been a mom and you've been doing like the mom, that's a full-time job.
Well, and it's hard too, like with Kyle's job, not that I'm like trying to like make excuses, but you know, like his schedule is not like normal. It's like he works 2 days on and he has 4 days off, and then 2 days on and then 4 days off, and then sometimes he gets forced to work. And it's just like so to find a job that's like willing to work with my schedule so that I can go and like pick up the girls or do all these things, it's hard. So I feel like a lot of people that are like military wives, or you know, they have husbands that are like police officers or firefighters or like whatever, like you too tend to find that they either have like part-time jobs or they just like stay at home because they can't, you know.
Yeah.
Or unless they have a lot of help, which we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have help, but like our parents have lives too. Like they work.
Yeah.
I don't want to like bombard them, you know, like they're getting older, they have jobs, they have things to do. Like I don't want to be like, hey, I'm gonna like go do this, so I like need your help.
Yeah.
And then when I did have a full-time job, I had to pay for childcare after school, which was like, that was a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So
it really helps when you have help.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of help from my mom and from Danny's mom.
Yeah.
And it's been like super nice to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because I remember being a kid and not having anybody. Like the only people we had was my parents, and then I think my parents had, well, I had babysitters, but I would assume that they would pay people, and it wasn't just like a friend thing. Or I would have to find friends to go home with after school. Yeah. Because it was like, well, your mom can't pick you up until, you know, 5:30 p.m., so figure it out.
Yeah, so I just like, I don't know, like when it comes to like our age bracket, I'm assuming this is normal, that we're all just kind of feeling like, am I like what am I supposed to be doing, or am I doing the right thing, or like I'm starting to get bored or whatever. I mean, right now I really like where I'm at in my career. I like my job. I really like it. I'm like a very creative person, so like my job helps me like be very creative. I love to be around creative people too.
Yeah.
So I think that like down the road, if I ever were to like own something, it would probably be like something to have to do with like being in like the art field or something. But I do know like there are certain things that I know I'd like to dabble in more, but it's definitely going to be on like a creative outlet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like something that's like probably not going to make a lot of money, but you know.
And that's the other thing, is pairing what you want to do and what your passion is versus like, can you sustain your life on that?
You know what's funny? I just had this thought. It's like you go in school and they tell you to pick these majors, right? And all these majors are all like creative stuff. Most of it, right?
Yeah.
It's like
band,
music, choir, dance, all these things, right? But then you grow up and then you actually have to have like a job, right? But then like you're like, hey, but I was really passionate about, I don't know, playing a trumpet or something, right?
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoy that. But I don't think a trumpet player really makes a lot of money. So why are they putting us in? Why are they teasing us with all these things that are like artsy and fun and like I really theater and all these things? Sports too, right? Like you could have really loved like playing baseball or whatever, but then like there's not like a huge chance that you'll like make it to be a professional, but you liked it, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't like set us up.
No.
They literally were like, I love that you loved that. Great, good for you. But like now I need you to work at the post office. You know?
Yeah.
Or like you're gonna like, or like you have to go to school for a long time and learn something. But even those people, like, I don't even know if they're happy. I mean, I was just at the hospital the other day, and like all these like doctors and nurses, like they just didn't seem happy. They seemed very checked out, to be honest. And I was like, do they even like their job here?
And that's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I just don't know. Are we all just kind of like floating and just hoping for the best? And are we just pretending?
Is this real?
Is this even real?
Is this real?
Is this a test? Are we being test subjects?
Well, and like to your point about school.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard that back in the day they had like, you know, economics, and they had home ec and like wood shop and like all these things that were a skill or something that helped you with your life, like after school.
Yeah.
But they've taken all of that out, and it's like, we want you to learn algebra. We want you to learn geometry. Okay, what am I going to do with geometry? Exactly. What am I going to do with that other than, be an architect, I guess? And I don't want to do that.
Or even like, okay, or even like in math class, like remember like PEMDAS?
Yes.
Right?
I know exactly what that means.
When the hell have you, after high school, had to solve an equation?
Yeah.
That was like, oh, don't worry, hold on. Okay, so we're going to do the parentheses first on this one. And then we're going to, like, you know what I mean?
But seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, like I have never had to deal with anything, unless it was like to help my kids in school, that had to do with that.
Yeah.
So why are you teaching me that? And it's not like it's that hard, that it's like if you are doing a job that involves that, you could easily teach someone that because they know how to do multiplication, they know how to do division. Why are you teaching me? Why did I have to do a whole year of this?
Make it make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
But then, why aren't we being taught how to budget?
Yes.
Why aren't we being taught
Why
how to
aren't we having a financial literacy thing? Yeah. Teach us how to like live.
Teach us how to do basic stuff in our house.
Yeah.
Like I know how to use a drill and a screwdriver and like normal stuff, but not everybody does.
Yeah.
Why aren't we being taught how to change a flat tire? I know how to change a flat tire, but does everybody?
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
It's okay.
But I can change like the windshield wipers.
Yeah.
I can put in like the fluid. I can jumpstart my car.
Yeah. Why aren't we being taught like basic life skills? I don't know. I don't know how we got on that.
I don't know either, but I mean, I think it does kind of like go back, ties into like
what the heck are we doing?
Yeah. Like I'm
like we were not set up for success.
I'm in my I'm almost 40 and I'm feeling like I don't feel ready. I
am not adulting.
Like you guys didn't set me up to like be an adult. I'm feeling very lost right now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like and then that even leads into like feeling like disconnected from like my body. Feeling very like disconnected because no one has ever like sat down with me. Like we have that sex ed class, right, in 8th grade or whatever.
Yeah.
They just basically are like, don't have sex, here's some condoms, and we're gonna have you watch a lady like give birth. Right?
Yeah.
But like they're not explaining things like everybody has needs and wants and like understand your body and it's okay to touch your body and like what do you like and like hey, your body's going to go through a lot of changes. Mm-hmm. Like, not just, like, a lot of change. Because, like, they do tell you it's going to go through a lot of changes, but they're telling you, like, from a child to a teenager. Mm-hmm. They're not telling you from a teenager to an adult to a mature adult to, like, an older adult. You know what I mean? They're not
all of the things that come with that.
I'm struggling. So, Jules and I take this class. It's called S Factor. And S Factor is all about, like, I mean, I guess you could take it however you want, but at least for me, it's about like finding like who I am inside as like a female, and understanding my bodies, my wants, listening to my body. And as someone that like has danced and, you know, dances and like understands how my body moves, I'm very connected in that way. But when it's how does my body feel? How am I feeling? I'm very disconnected. Yeah. Like I'm struggling. I'm literally struggling in this class right now because I don't know what I want. I don't know
what your body needs.
No.
Well, and that kind of comes back to the same point of us being taught that, like, this is how a woman should act and feel. And, like, this is what we should show or shouldn't show people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't allow us to, like, fully explore who we are or what we want. Like, this class is allowing us to do that. But if you already feel disconnected, how are you supposed to jump into that?
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Yeah, especially, like, when you've been doing this, like, your whole life, and then, like, you're, like, in, like, a 8 to 10 week class, and they're like, okay, like, just, like, let it all go. It's like, but I've been doing this my whole life.
Well, it's like a level of masking.
Yeah.
That we didn't know even existed.
Yeah, like, I am, like, learning parts of myself that I'm like, wow, I'm definitely... I'm like softer. I'm soulful. I care a lot about like emotions, but I don't know how to like
express that.
Yeah, because when it comes to my body or like me showing myself off, I'm very performative. I'm going to do it for how I think everybody else wants me to do it, like, or show or see or whatever. But like, I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
And that's what's weird, is because I'm with myself all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what I want.
And I got into this class too to figure out who I am inside and what I like and don't like. And it could be as simple as like trying to dress myself is a struggle for me, because I feel like I've been, doing this, like I'm dressing how everybody else dresses, or I'm doing what everybody else is doing to fit in. But is it actually what I like?
Yeah.
And that's hard too.
Yeah, like what's your style?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't really know what my style is either. I've been like, oh my god, my boobs are like so out right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. If you're watching the YouTube video, we've got some cleavage. I've been like really into these like shirts lately.
But it's like, would you have ever worn that a year ago?
I don't know.
Yeah, because again, we've been told like don't show off too much. People are going to be looking at you. Like you don't want to tease the wrong person. And it's like, what if I just like this shirt? What if you just like that shirt?
Yeah.
Because it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Like you're doing it for you. So trying to find that like soulful, sensual person, I could see would be hard when you're constantly used to performing for everybody else's needs.
Yeah.
And not your own.
Or I think, I think I'm also like mad at myself because before I had children, I don't think I realized how like good my body was. And then I had my children and I'm like, oh, I like wish I had that body back because I would have showed it off. But not for anybody else, but for me, I think.
Yeah.
I would have definitely,
So now, like, working with the body you got.
Yeah, I'm not as afraid anymore. I think because, like, the women that are in our class, like, make it very safe. So I feel like I'm not as afraid anymore. Like, I was a very, like, reserved, covered up person. So I'm starting to really like my body more. And I don't, like, hate my body, but I just know, like, I was always kind of programmed to, like, you don't show off your body. And it's just something that, like, was just kind of, like, instilled in my childhood. Like, I never, like, was allowed to just, like, walk around naked or, like, all these things. So I think it definitely plays a huge factor in my journey. And when it comes to, like, who I am now, I'm definitely, like, struggling with it.
Yeah. Well, going back to what you were saying about, like, sex ed and stuff, I didn't get, like, I don't know if your mom talked to you about sex or, like, had the talk with you.
No, I don't think we ever had the talk. I think it's just, like, I just, like, knew.
Yeah,
like,
you just kind of knew.
Maybe my friends.
Yeah. It was, like, we never had the talk. Yeah. And I never felt like my parents were a safe space to talk about that.
Yeah.
Because the idea of sex was always like, well, mom had a baby at 15 and you don't want to do that because that's bad. And that was like the sex talk for me. It was like trying to just not be a teen mom, so don't do that and don't ask about it and don't talk about it. And like just wait till you're married, which is not realistic at all. But like that was the sex talk. So I just wish that I would have had like a female figure that would have been like, hey, it's okay to want to know what this is.
Yeah.
And it's okay to want to know like what your body wants or desires, or if you get any of that, like to be okay exploring that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're taught to not be okay exploring that. And that's not fair.
Yeah.
But guys aren't.
Yeah.
Guys aren't taught that.
So just like, no, they're not.
But we'll get into that another time.
I do think that like that was a very like relatable to like a lot of people. It's a lot. And then I think even now too, like, like we're moms, right? We're getting older and stuff. Like, I don't know, like to hear someone like, oh, like you're almost in your 40s and like you're trying to like explore yourself now, like why? But it's like, I don't know, but you do hear that like usually women in their 40s, like their sex drive like goes up.
Yeah.
And usually the guys go down.
Yeah.
But I think that's because like maybe at this age we're starting to be like, hey, like Like we already are, most of us are at that point where like I already had my kids. Like I did what I had to do to like have my kids, but now we're like, well, now I want to like have fun.
Yeah.
Right?
And why aren't we allowed to have fun? Like
yeah.
Guys are allowed to.
Yeah.
Like if they're allowed to have fun and be sexual and do whatever they want, then why can't we too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like that's like where a lot of us are like trying to like navigate that, and like who are we, and when like how do I want to dress, how do I want to look, how do I want to represent myself. Like I don't know, I just feel like I'm like changing so much. Like even my mom noticed, like when we had my daughter's birthday a couple weeks ago when you were here, she goes, man, like you're just so different. She goes, you're so like chill. And I thought, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Huh. But I told her too, I said, I think the podcast has really helped me like see like parts of me that I'm like I like and I don't like. But I've been able to like reflect a lot on about like a lot of things.
Yeah. I think the podcast has definitely helped me with like confidence. And putting myself out there.
Yeah.
And being okay with being like, it's okay if you don't like this, like, because I like it.
This is who I am.
Yeah, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And not feeling like I have to perform so much.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Yeah. Well, so. I don't even know if you've noticed, but like in the videos that we've been making, like the fun ones, you, like, you're like kind of more of the star than I am. I'm like way more reserved. I'm like, I don't know.
But like you're always the more extroverted one.
Yeah, but I think that we're realizing, like, I think like you're starting to be more extroverted. I'm
maybe a little bit
introverted.
We're like shifting.
We are.
But you're like more chill.
Yeah.
Like your mom said, you're just like comfortable. So it's like you don't have to be out.
Like maybe like coming out and talking about all these things has helped me just be like, okay, guys, this is who I really am now.
Like, I'm allowed to just chill and I don't have to perform.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to put on a show for everybody.
Yeah, because now you guys know who I am.
And I'm like, no, let me perform now.
Yeah, like, this is who I am. And I'm like, yeah, I'll just let her be the star. I don't
and I think doing the class has really helped me be like, you know, I'm allowed to be like, sensual, and I'm allowed to you know, show a part of me that people don't typically see, that I've held down for so long for fear of all of the teenage stuff that I wasn't allowed to talk about.
Yeah, I cannot wait till we do our episode on S Factor. It's gonna be so good. Like, it's gonna be really good. But it's been really like life changing.
Transformative.
I think it's actually been it's been very transformative for both of us. On saying like, wow, I didn't know these parts about us. For you especially, you are the star of the class. Okay, you're straight A student. I'm like a C-.
I'm like deep diving.
You
like this year,
like you understood the assignment in class. I'm still like, oh.
But I feel like your time is coming. You just have to let go.
Yeah, I think that's what's hard. It's like the control.
Yeah, you have to let go of that and just like we've been saying this whole time, the performance, like let go and just be who you are. And it's okay.
So hard.
You don't have to.
When you've been like programmed a certain way, when you hear music and you hear like a certain like musicality part or a certain like, I don't know, count or something, and you just know like, oh, this part would be really good if I just like lifted my leg or like fucking slid back. It's just like
it's in there. Well, how long have you been dancing for? Since you were 3?
Since I was 30.
Yeah,
so 30 years.
You're having to like undo
like 35
years of what you've been taught is like exactly how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
And not saying that that's wrong, but there's another way you can do it too.
Yeah.
And that's okay too.
So it's been a journey.
So
but I've been
we'll do an episode about that.
I think these are like good things to definitely talk about, because it's just like, you guys, like what
we're changing.
Are we doing? Who are we?
30s and 40s, like who are we? We got to figure this out.
Everything. It's like mom life, your career, the way you look, just the life you have. Like, is this like what you want, or is this like what you want to continue to have?
Yeah.
You know, like
this definitely like goes with our last episode about the American dream and just kind of diving deeper into what we thought we wanted versus what we have versus what we now want.
Which we don't know.
Yeah. So now it's just about figuring that out.
Yeah, but I know my stuff's very like, it's a lot of like inner work, I think. I have a lot of inner work to work out for sure.
Yeah. Me too. This year has been very transformative for me.
Yeah.
I started therapy.
You did.
Doing that. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
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 So we're just here figuring it out.
Yeah, doing the therapy life.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, but I think this is good. We can end this on a good note.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty relatable. I'm hoping that you guys are listening and be like, yeah, I feel that way.
Yeah.
And, hopefully. We'll just like see you next time.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Question mark. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
And that's a wrap for today's episode of Oh My Gosh, What?
We hope you enjoyed listening to our crazy stories.
Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and review us on your favorite podcast platform.
And follow us on social media for even more fun content and behind-the-scenes looks.
Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.